Right. So you'll probably see a little QR code on the screen. So I'm just going to get this shit out of the way before anything else. But I just realized I need Twitch open to... And this is the thing, if you ever record videos, you can actually use your Twitch chat to put stuff into. So I'm actually going to put just a little bit of a spiel there. But basically, if you guys scan the link just there, that's going to take you to WGG. If you want to order anything off that, just use the code, PGComchest10 or PGCOMMCHST10. That'll save you 10% off at checkout, and that 10% actually goes into the Peaks Gaming community chest, which I need to make like a little banner for, and I still haven't sorted out yet. But pretty much all the money that I'll make from that, which is a 10% kickback, and basically all other future revenue from YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, anything like that, I don't want to fuck with it. I don't want to be liable for any kind of tax fuckery, so I'm just going to try to put it into a charity. And literally anyone that's subscribed to my Twitch channel, or anyone that is subscribed to, whether it's Prime or paid, basically, essentially you'll be able to access that funds, whether it's just, someone just wants a little bit extra to get a meal for the night, or if someone, wants to go get archery lessons, or someone wants to fucking, I don't know, build a little fucking forge in their backyard and they just need a bit of extra cash to get that going. That's what that's going to be for. But pretty much, that's out of the way. Multistream. Fucking Multistream. Now, the reason that I was using Multistream, I'm actually going to pull this up here. Let's get back to the desktop and look what's on the desktop now. The infinite display. So what I might do, just to kind of cut this out, we'll shrink it down a little bit just so it's not as kind of obtrusive. Essentially, the reason that I wanted to do like multi-streaming is obviously to kind of stretch out different engagement. For me, Twitch isn't really worth it. I'm not a female, and my tits are really shit, so there's no point trying to go down that avenue. And on top of that as well, like, I'm not doing it for money. And I think basically a lot of people that are using Twitch, and the most efficient people that are using it, are doing so because they're trying to keep a roof over their head. That's all power to them. But that's not what I want to do. So I'm usually kind of more focused on YouTube, but I have built kind of connections and people with Twitch over the past couple of years, I'd say, that I've been doing it. I've been doing it for a few years now, just on and off with Twitch drops events and stuff like that. But it's funny that it's starting to actually, things are coming to fruition, which is interesting. But the issue being an Australian with multi-stream is the internet generally is pretty fucking shit. So if you want to upload, you can do it for free, but essentially what you're doing is you're going to have to double your bandwidth. So the amount that you're sending to Twitch has to be basically, 6,000 kilobytes a second, so 6 megasecond. That's minimum. That's not even kind of counting in other network traffic, things like video games, server-side kind of talk, shit like that. But then you have to generate another stream as well. So that's going to have to be another 6 to 7.5 meg. Generally, most kind of baseline Australian internet connections cap out at about 14 megasecond upload. So it's not really in the realms of most people's kind of possibility. There are definitely internet connections that you can fucking do it for. Like, you could stream the entire internet to the entire internet and you'd be fine, you know what I mean? But it's usually like $500 a fucking month or some shit. But essentially what you're doing by using Streamlabs, you're sending them a singular stream, they're receiving that, and then they resend and divert it from there. So that's basically the service you're paying for. So I generally have tried to do every single thing with this channel without payment. But I do believe that this is probably one of the things that you don't want to skimp on, especially if you don't have really high bandwidth for upload. So there's been a couple of issues that I've had with it, basically. I'll show you basically what I've had to do. Actually, we could just keep that up there. So essentially, when I click this, that's going to open this box. So this is the Streamlabs app connecting to Streamlabs through OBS. So OBS is talking to the app. The app then goes and talks to Streamlabs. So this is previous thing. So I did a multi-stream to both Twitch and YouTube. You're probably like, oh, why is that not selected? Because after talking with their customer support team, YouTube's pretty temperamental. It's got probably the best live streaming service, sorry Twitch, but it's just because they don't have to deal with the absolute sheer volume of people trying to do it. So they've actually got pretty high bandwidth. It looks a lot more crisp. You can send way higher kilobytes a second through to YouTube, but it just isn't real. Like, it's a feature that's, I don't know, it's there, it works. You can kind of keep VODs on your page and stuff like that, but in the similar vein, it just doesn't like playing with fucking multi-streams and stuff. So what I've had to do is turn that off and then be like, oi, I know that you don't like YouTube, but how about you have a little nibble on this? And they're like, what's that? And I was like, oh, look, I know it says YouTube in it, but don't worry. You'll just pick that up and that'll be fine. And that's essentially what you have to do every time you want to stream. So, I'm assuming that there's just some back-end fucking communication issues between Streamlabs and YouTube, and it's probably going to be resolved in the future. But if you've got this problem, I'm going to show you how to fix it, because I've become pretty quick at it now, and I'll quickly run you through. So what we're going to do is start out YouTube Studio. So just start here. If you don't know what this is, don't even fucking bother watching this video, because I'm not explaining what the entirety of YouTube is. So if you know what the channel dashboard is, awesome. I should be able to help you. Click up here, create, go to go live. Don't worry, it's not actually going to start a stream, but it's going to bring you to the stream page here. So what you want to do first, I'm just going to be chilling out, having coffees and shit like that. We could probably keep that. Yeah, we can keep that in restriction because that's part of marketing and stuff. I can't spell for shit, whatever. Come, hang. Yay! Alright. Chillin'. Is that a single L? No, go away. There we go, apostrophe. The apostrophe solves everything. So, capitalization, punctuation, typo, that's fine. Cool. So, what I'm doing is this pre-stream Cool. All right. So that's basically just a little thing. You can do your thumbnails and gaming. If you want to do anything on this page, just fucking do this first. Do everything on this first, because otherwise you're going to have to come back and do everything from this point after again. So pretty much, what's this license? Creative Commons? Is this something I should learn about right now? Never mind. No, this is... No, that's not for me. That's for other people. Okay. So we'll go standard YouTube license. Cool. So pretty much, once that's done, I'm happy with the title. Don't worry about all this shit. When you go to normal latency, low latency, ultra low latency, I'm picking low latency and ultra low latency. It doesn't matter if you're streaming it to Streamlabs, because all you've got to do is get the initial stream to them. And then they'll split that and they'll actually send the speeds up, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a VPN, basically. But pretty much all that's set now. So we're going to click here. Now, what you're going to do is go to this one first. So we're going to copy that. And now, if I get OBS back up, no, that's not OBS, get fucked. Here it is. So you click on Streamlabs. You can't see it here, but maximize the window. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one, sorry. I don't want to confirm and go live, fuck off. Here we go, oh yeah, okay. So, open dashboard. For me, I've got it pinned because I have to do this every fucking time. So what you're going to do when you click on that, that's going to open a Chrome window. It's actually opened heaps of Chrome windows. What I would suggest, if you're running into this problem multiple times, bookmark it, just bookmark it, put it in, fucking call it whatever you want. But just make sure that you've got it there, because it's going to be a lot easier to kind of find in the future. So first things first, what you're going to do is we're going to go reset. The name is fine. The URL does not change. I just want to make sure that everything is covered, so I just delete it. Control V, paste it back. Now, do you want to go back? If you are streaming, you're doing anything like I'm doing, for fuck's sake, do not show what that code is, because someone can just grab that and then stream immediately to your channel, and they could just, it's better for that to just not happen. So copy it again, go back here, stream key, highlight it, delete it, paste it. You shouldn't have to check it. If you do that process the exact same as I just did it, you should not have to check it. So you shouldn't have to worry about showing your stream key or any sensitive information if you're recording or if you're streaming live. So save that. Now that's going to update this, but this hasn't updated itself. So what we need to do now is press reset. It's going to refresh the page, but it's also going to reset. It doesn't reset the RTMP URL, but it does reset the stream key. So it has done some kind of fuckery on the back end where it's kind of fixed itself, maybe, or it's reset from the old stream from yesterday that I did to the one that I plan on doing today. So yet again, we're going to go into OBS for this. I'm going to split this half screen just to make it a bit easier. Just like that. Where we go on Twitch, Google. Oh, here we go, Multistream. So what I'm going to do here, let's go File. I'm going to go Settings. Probably familiar with this. You've probably seen it a million times for other reasons. I'm going to go Stream here. I'm going to get rid of that. Delete it. I'm going to click that, copy link. Click back in the text field, Control V. I'm going to do the same thing here. So we're just going to delete that stream key. We're going to copy the key, the stream key copied. Click in the text field, Control V. Now, what we're going to do is apply that. Go OK. That's already done. This has been updated. That's been refreshed, and that key is now in OBS, so you can close this now. So go done. Keep this open, and then say if you had Twitch, which I do on another window, so just doing it separately, you can pull your kind of Twitch and streams. And I've got a secondary monitor that's not very wide. It's a very kind of short 16:9, but I've kind of flipped it on its edge for a 9:16 or whatever. I do little half segments, so kind of like one there and then one there, for example. So if you were to just look at that, so that's what my side looks like, but OBS is down the bottom. It's a little bit more narrow, and then I can just kind of flick through between these ones here, which is really good. So hopefully that helps you guys. So basically what you got to do now, set this up, set your category, make sure that's selected. Make sure that's selected. You don't have to do anything here because all the conversations that have been needing to happen on the back end have happened offsite and outside of OBS. So this should be fine now. So you just set your category. Mine would be just chatting, and then just go 1440p. So you'll just have to, oh, that's tags. Well, I'll tell you what, and that's probably good that that happened. So minimize this. Back here, scroll down, come across, edit. Whoosh, copy, Control C. And we go back to start streaming. And then we copy this. Delete, Control V. Done. And then you go tag, so 1440p would be me. So if you ever stream 1440p to Twitch, always make sure that you put it in your tags or somewhere in the title, because unless you log in and using the app, you actually can't watch any 1440p streams. As I said, I'm not fueled by incel funds, unfortunately, so I can't really make a living on Twitch or really do anything with it. So for me, it's more of a kind of, I don't know, background VOD thing, so I can kind of use it as offsite storage, which is really good. I've got like, what, 60 hours of Red Dead B-roll sitting there, so when I actually get around to figuring out what I'm doing with that, then we can go from there. So there we go, just chatting 1440p, etc, etc. But yeah, you guys have figured out the fucking point. You all are smart enough. But anyway, that was a one-take tutorial. Hopefully you guys would have been able to figure that out from just kind of following along with the steps. Doesn't take long. It's been about 15 minutes, half of that, or even 3/4 of it. It's just been me fucking waffling shit. So I'm saying that. Peace.